Hello friends, Renee here. I'm doing an oracle card reading that's going to be good for the remainder of June 2020. So this reading is going to be relevant from June 24th until July 1st, 2020. This reading is a Choose Your Tarot deck reading, although I will be incorporating some oracle card decks as well. So you get to choose between these three tarot decks, okay? The first one is the Romani tarot deck. And I will show you some of the images so you can see the backs look like this. And then here's some of the images on the fronts. And again, this is the Romani tarot. Just a few images for you. And the second deck is the THOTH tarot deck. That's what the backs look like. I'll show you some of these images. The backs. All right, and the third deck is the Sherlock Holmes deck, tarot deck. The backs, of course, have 221B Baker Street, and some of the images, let's see. There we go. This is, again, the Sherlock Holmes tarot deck. All right, so I'll show you an image of these three decks and you pick the one you feel the most drawn to, and then we'll go from there. I am also incorporating several oracle card decks. Each tarot deck will be accompanied by a crystal oracle card deck, and each will be accompanied by two more oracle card decks. So you'll get a reading that includes 4 decks total. 4 decks total. The first deck will be the tarot deck you choose, whichever one, Romani, Thoth, or Sherlock Holmes. And then the other 3 will be oracle card decks, and one of those will feature crystals, healing crystals, so you can find out which crystal or crystals you might need at this time. So I'm excited. This is a really fun reading, and I hope it does also give you some insights for the rest of the month. Thanks so much for watching. Hello, Group 1. You chose the Romani Tarot deck. I have dealt out 5 tarot cards for you, so let's see what they are. First is 2 of Knives, or Chives. This one has to do with feeling unable to make a decision, unable to make a move, cannot make up your mind. There's a tough decision that needs to be made. Second is 3 of Kashes, or Staves, which is in reverse. This is actually success, but there could be a problem with the success because it's in reverse. So there could be some possible treachery or a delay in the success of the 3 of Staves here. The third one is 4 of Kashes, or Staves. So I love how that's coming right after the 3. This is all about celebrating the harvest after the work. The bounty of the harvest is in and you're celebrating it. There is work fulfilled. There is a goal achieved. There is an outcome desired. The fourth card is 8 of Staves. This is about ending a cycle. It could also be a little bit of love coming your way or repairing a relationship, but it is the end of a tough cycle of work, a tough cycle of stress, okay? And the last card is 10 of Koros, or Cups. This one is all about family. Happiness, joy, bliss. Everyone's sitting there very content. There's a rainbow. All things are well. So overall, the Romani Gypsy Tarot deck is telling you that you need to make this tough decision, but I would recommend writing down the pros and cons of both paths, okay? Write down the pros and cons and then meditate and figure out which path would actually be best at this time. There will be success in business, but there will be some type of a problem or an issue. There could be a delay. There could be, at the very worst, some type of treachery or deceit happening, but not necessarily. There could just be a slight delay in this success. And again, celebrating the success. So here's the success, finally comes, and then here you are celebrating. This is the end of a cycle, the end of a stressful, hard-working period. It could also be an introduction to love. Someone comes in who's a love interest, and this is all about family, community, peace, joy, bliss, and contentment. So it looks pretty good as far as your Romani cards here. Let's draw a few more cards for you to see what else we can get for you. This is the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. I thought this would go well with the Gypsy cards, with the Romani cards. So let's see what we can get with these. First one is playfulness, so make sure that is important for you the last week or so of this month. Patience, very important. That may have to do with this tough choice being made, and also this delay. The delay in the rewards, the delay in the outcome of your hard work. Have patience. And the third card is hope. So know that there is hope for the future, no matter what this problem is, no matter how stressful things have been, no matter what happens here. Realize that the future is full of hope, and that hope should be abundant. You should feel that hope, believe in that hope, trust in that hope. And we'll go, of course, to the Gypsy Oracle cards and see what we can get with those for you. So the first one is thought. Definitely put a lot of thought into this decision that has to be made. Next out is hope. Wow. So you have two cards here all about hope. Do not let whatever this is going on, or whatever's going to be happening towards the end of June, to kill your ability, your need to have hope for the future. Servant, hard work, and malady. So the malady could be related to this delay here and this outcome. It could actually be a sickness. That's a possibility. It could just be some type of a problem, a functional problem, a machine problem. But know that with these two hope cards, that's very important for you, Group 1. Very important for you to always keep the hope, okay? Since you got two cards saying the same thing, essentially. And thought as well. Put a lot of thought into this decision that needs to be made. And I feel that this decision does need to be made fairly quickly, fairly soon, but still make sure you put time in and a lot of thought in. What types of stones would be good for you right now, Group 1? First out is sapphire, insight. So use the blue sapphire stone to help you tune in to your own intuition, to help you make these choices that are coming. And we'll do one more for you. The next one is Dalmatian stone, inner child. And this one definitely goes along with this card here, playfulness, dancing, and this card as well, happy family. But big messages of hope for you, Group 1. Big messages of hope, big messages of digging deep, making lists before you make this tough decision. Oh, here's the playfulness card, yeah. Playfulness with inner child. Take time to have fun and be playful, whatever you're doing, whatever's stressing you out. Take a break from that. Or if you can incorporate playfulness in your work, whatever it may be, please do that for the rest of this month, I would say. Playfulness is important. Hope is important. Thought is important. Having patience, knowing that there is a delay, but it is just that. It's just a delay. It's not the end of the process. It's not going to and the attainment of the goal. It's just a delay. All right, so try to remember those things. All in all, looks pretty good for you for the rest of June, Group 1. I hope this reading gives you some insight, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of the month. Thanks. All right, Group 2 that chose the Thoth Tarot deck. Let's see what we have for you. First one is Oppression, 10 of Wands. Second one, the Star, number 17. Third one is the Lovers, number 6. Fourth one, number 5, 5 of Discs, Worry. And the last one is 7 of Cups, debauchery. So essentially here we've got oppression, something happening where you're feeling oppressed or you are the oppressor. Maybe you are striving too much for the star, to be the star. You are letting your ego get in the way. That is one possibility. If you are the oppressor. If not, if you're being oppressed, it could have to do with someone being jealous of you, being jealous of your bright and shining star, the shining star that you are. So they are working to oppress you. It could be that you are in a negative or toxic relationship. The Lovers can be about a relationship, a romantic relationship. But initially this card was about choices, making a choice between two people, two things, or two paths. So right here in the middle of all these cards is the big message that you need to make a choice. There's going to be a choice having to be made, and it may be to stay or to leave a relationship. That's completely up to you. If you're in a relationship where you're oppressed, obviously you would probably want to leave it. We don't want to stay in toxic relationships. Now we have 5 of Discs here. All the 5s are challenging cards in the tarot. 5 of Discs is worry. It can also be a health issue. It can also be sudden misfortune, losing money or not getting money you're expecting to get. So you're definitely going to be worrying here, is what it looks like in the near future. And then the final card is a warning card of debauchery. It's a warning card of overdoing it. So possibly the feelings of oppression, this tough decision or tough relationship change or some kind of choice you have to make, it's causing you a lot of worry and a lot of stress and anxiety. And what happens when some people have those feelings? They overdo it. They drink too much, they eat too much, they're gluttonous, they're lecherous. All of those things that are affiliated with the 7 deadly sins and debauchery, overdoing it. The cups are dripping with poisonous green. In the book it says something about external splendor and internal corruption. The lotuses have become poisonous, looking like tiger lilies, and instead of water, some green slime issues from them and overflowing, making the sea a malarious morass. So it's overdoing it, overdoing the pleasures of life, overdoing it because of worry, because of stress, because of feeling oppressed. Now the star here is reminding you of your star power. You have the power to change the situation. You can leave the situation. If it's a bad relationship, if this lover, if this partner of yours is causing you to do all these things, is causing all these toxic things to happen, you have the power to leave and put distance between you and the toxic person, okay? Know that you have the star power. Despite all the other cards being somewhat negative, this one is only negative because it is surrounded mainly by negative cards. There are a few of you that possibly the good relationship in your life is what is keeping you from going overboard most of the time with your stress, your worry, and your feelings of oppression, if this has to do with the workplace. then for those of you, just a few of you, your partner is the ideal partner who's keeping you from doing those things. But I do feel for most of you, because of this last card, your partner or someone around you, it could be a family member or a friend, is really kind of an enabler. So they're enabling you to perhaps drink too much, eat too much, do drugs, or anything that would be correlated to the 7 of Cups of debauchery and overdoing it, and gluttony and lechery. All right? So a lot of challenges coming your way these last few days of June, but know that you have the power to make a change, to stay away from toxic people. You have the power, the willpower to not overdo it, to not overdrink, overeat, or partake in drugs or any kind of negative behavior or toxic behavior. Believe in your personal power would be my message for you. All right? Let's see what else we can get from these wisdom of the House of Knight cards. Let's see what we get here. So we have understanding. So you are being the gift, given the gift of understanding. Or you are the one who is understanding. We have differences. We have fulfillment. Wow, that really does go with this card, because this can be overdoing it. We'll do one more, which is trapped. Oh my gosh, that goes with the oppression card. I love how these just kind of play out. So oppression and trapped, definitely that's an issue for you, group 2. Feeling trapped or oppressed. These two, in this case, are negative. So you're trying to fulfill a void or fill a void with drink or food or drugs. You're overdoing it. Something's missing, something's off, something's awry. Differences. Differences in the relationship, but is there going to be understanding? Possibly. This card's telling you that you have the power to be the one to understand your partner, okay? Understand your partner. Or understand or realize that maybe you are not what they need and maybe they're not what you need. Okay, so you've got differences, understanding the differences, maybe understanding that the differences are so vast that it can't go on, especially if they're aiding and enabling you to feel oppressed and worried and stressed out and overdoing it, drinking too much, eating too much. Then it's just a toxic thing. All right, group 2? You have to try to free yourself from this cage, from this stage or state of oppression. That's very important for you. And you notice on the understanding card, she's enlightened, she's light, and her arms are lifted. So understanding people and understanding what to do next can be freeing. This could be what frees you from the cage. Understanding the toxicity of the relationship, or understanding the toxicity of your workplace or someone at work, understanding something to help free you from it. Let's draw a few Madame Endora's cards. Love and prosperity. Fantastic card. It's exactly what it says it is. Love and prosperity coming your way. Beware who you trust. Wow, right on top of that Lover's card. So I'm sorry, but I feel like it's probably a romantic interest, a lover, a boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other who is toxic for you. Group 2. Strength and wisdom, having the strength to walk away is what I'm feeling. Forces beyond your control will be intervening. So you will be getting help from spirit, help from ancestors, from loved ones, help from God, your angels. Beware of who you trust, okay? And again, it might not be your lover who is mistrusting or deceitful. Maybe someone at work, and you're one of the few people who have this relationship as your base, as your strength, your rock. That person is your rock. But I feel for the most of you, it's a toxic relationship situation. everything's kind of awry with work and the relationship, stressed out at work, stressed out because of the relationship, someone is being deceitful, mistrustful, you need to get the understanding and the clarity as to what to do next, and that will lead you to true love and prosperity. So please meditate on the situation. Try to not overdo it with drink, drugs, or otherwise. Please try to meditate, take a walk, do something to clear your mind, to cleanse your energy. Let's see what stones would be great for you at this time. Group 2. So the first stone, carnelian. The second stone, petrified wood. Now, both of these are very grounding stones. They're both affiliated with that root chakra, feeling secure, feeling grounded. Carnelian is also pretty good for the sacral chakra, so it could be good for root and sacral, for facilitating joy and pleasure and happiness and laughter, as well as feelings of security, feelings of self-worth, feelings of feeling good enough. Petrified wood is very grounding, very cleansing energetically, because it is a natural part of the earth, as are stones. But wood, it has to do with roots as well, so any type of wood is really great at clearing out old energies, ancestral energies that might carry over or spill over to you, that really aren't a part of your journey. Petrified wood helps to cleanse and clear that type of energy as well. So pick up some carnelian, petrified wood. Interesting as well, we've got 43, 43, 34. So 4, 3, 3, 4 are going to be relevant. Let's see, 17 there. I'm just looking at these other numbers, and a 5 and a 7. So 3 and 4, or 43 in particular, is going to be very relevant for you. Number 4, especially relevant. Number 7, relevant. Yeah, 3, 4, and 7 will be relevant, but especially 43, because that number came up twice, and then we have the 34 here. So group 2, I hope this gives you a little bit of clarity. Know that you are coming into some love and prosperity, and know that you are the star. You are the star of your life, and you have the power to break this oppression. You have the power to make a change, and you will be getting help from beyond. Great. Have a wonderful rest of your month. I'll see you next time. Bye. All right, group 3, you chose the Sherlock Holmes Tarot cards. Let's see what we've got for you for the rest of June 2020. First we have is number 12, the Crooked Man. And then we have number 6 of Analysis, which is Cups. We have Inspector of Observation, which is King of Swords. We have 6 of Deduction, which is Coins. And we have 8 of Analysis, which is Cups reversed. So let's take a look at these one at a time. So first we have the Crooked Man, which is number 12. So the Major Arcana, this is the Hanged Man. So this card's about sacrifice, having an insight, meditating, purification, but essentially it's about making a sacrifice for the better, to better yourself or others. Next to that we have the 6 of Analysis, which is the 6 of Cups. And this card's about nostalgia. It's about the old, studying the old. It's about memories, antiques, antiquities, traditions, and ancestors. Essentially nostalgia and taking a look at the old. Inspector or King of Swords is what this would be in the regular tarot deck. Is a king who is very mental. He's intelligent. Sometimes he's an air sign, which is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Sometimes, for me, he's a military person, or works in the medical field, or works as an engineer in engineering, that type of a person. And it could be male or female, but it definitely would be a female who's extremely intelligent and independent and has a good balance of male and female energy. So if that's you, that makes sense. Or it could be somebody who is in your life or coming into your life. We'll take a look at this other card here next to it. We have another 6. 6 is on either side of the king or the inspector, so let's see what this one means. This is the 6 of deduction. Yeah, deduction, which is coins. So this is all about shared fortune, gifts. You could see in this card, it's a horse race. So it would be winning the race, having a lot of money, being able to share the money. It's an abundant card. It's a card of sharing. And the other 6 on the other side of the king is all about the memories and nostalgia and antiquities. So I would say there's someone coming in who might be involved in your life, in you achieving a goal with finances. But it could be someone from your past. With these two together, usually for me, it would mean someone who you haven't seen in a while, someone who you've known most of your life, okay? Maybe they're coming in to help you because there's a sacrifice card. Maybe they're helping you financially. That's a possibility. And the last card here is the 8 of analysis or 8 of cups, which is essentially about an inability to commit, feelings of abandonment, feelings of dissatisfaction. So there's something here playing from the past. If this is someone from your past coming back, possibly you have a fear of befriending them again or a fear of getting in a relationship with this person again because of abandonment issues in the past. Maybe they did abandon you in the past. Maybe, usually nostalgia is a family member for me, so maybe it's you having to make this sacrifice or this choice as to whether or not this person comes back into your life. Let's say it's a father figure who has not been around you most of your life. Maybe the father figure abandoned you and disappointed you in the past, and you have to consciously decide whether you want this person back in your life. They're bringing you presents, gifts, maybe trying to woo you to get back into your life. And it doesn't look like it would be a bad thing to let them back into your life. I would say things kind of point to everything positive. We'll see what the other cards say on this issue. But that's kind of what I'm getting from these 5 cards. Let me try to focus on another scenario. But I think that's probably the main issue for most of you watching this video who chose this 3rd deck, this Sherlock Holmes deck. I feel that it is someone from your past coming in who hurt you in the past. They're trying to woo you, bringing you gifts, buying you things, or offering you money, or wanting to help pay for something. But they hurt you in the past and you're wondering, well, should I trust this person? Should I let this person in again or back into my life? And you're contemplating that, possibly making a sacrifice. They're making a sacrifice for you, or you might make a sacrifice, take a risk to let them back into your life. But let's see what other cards we get for you. Maybe we can get some more clarity. But so far, it does look like number 6 is going to be relevant for you for the rest of June 2020. So I'm thinking probably June 26th, and any other date or time, such as 6 o'clock, will be relevant. So the first one is the Queen of the Light, Illumination, Enlightenment, Celebration, but it is in reversed. So it means lack of illumination, enlightenment, or celebration, that you need to loosen up and celebrate and have fun. You need to get out of your mental monkey brain, monkey mind, and meditate to try to focus, to kind of tap into your own intuition. We have the Chess Queen, which is trust, strategizing, planning, using that logical brain. So it's kind of talking about so far a balance between intuition and your logical brain. And I like how trust is brought up here when we have this person possibly trying to come back in to your life who was maybe deceitful or neglectful or hurt you in the past. So you're wondering, should I trust this person? And so far, your guides, angels, these cards are telling you you need to use your logical mind, but also listen to your heart and your intuition. Okay? We have the Horse King, assistance and control in a negative aspect. So it could mean that this person was controlling in the past, or maybe they have ideas of controlling you now. You have to decipher what's true for you. Maybe this means that they need assistance or they need money, so they're coming back sweet talking you because they need money or financial assistance. There's something going on with that. And the Lady of the Gift, generosity, receiving, withholding. Wow. And that's also reversed. So my friends, there could be something going on here with you, where there's someone coming back into your life who is not trustworthy. They want the gifts. They want the money. They need help. They need somewhere to stay. In essence, there could be an ulterior motive with this person. So you need to decide whether or not you want to trust this person. You need to dig deep. You need to get some illumination on the situation. You need to also loosen up and celebrate. But essentially, you need to tap into your third eye and get some illumination on the situation. Okay? Let's see what we can get from the flower cards here. Maybe we'll get some positive messages. We'll see what they have to tell you about this whole situation. All right, the first one is fuchsia, true feelings. Within you is all you need to know. So it's saying you know what to do. You're going to know what to do in this situation. This other one flipped up, so I have to use it. Insight. The answers are there for those who look. Exactly what this Queen of the Light is telling you. You need to utilize your own insights. You really need to dig deep and figure out if you can trust this person again or not. And here we have a third one that just flew out. Lenten Rose, protection. Conserve what you have, save a little. That's pretty blunt. I would say if there is someone who comes back in and they're wanting money, you know, maybe not. Maybe not. But you have to make that choice for yourself, okay? You have to dig deep. Figure out, can you trust this person again? Are they just sweet talking you because they need assistance in some way? Is there an ulterior motive? It's likely that there is for most of you, not all of you. But essentially, you have to dig deep, trust your own true feelings, trust your own insight on the situation, which is absolutely revolving around this person. Again, this is a King of Swords in regular tarot. So usually it's a male who is an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. If you don't know their sign, or if that's not their sign, it would be somebody who was in military, maybe martial arts, possibly in the medical field, possibly extremely intelligent and does something like engineering. Okay, so keep that in mind. But the negative qualities of the King of Swords is absolutely abuse of power, also using words to trap people, words of wooing, words of flattery to get people to manipulate people. So they use their words very well and very carefully. So if that sounds like someone who might be coming back into your life or who just recently came back into your life, you need to think about all the things that I've talked about with all these cards, all these clues you're getting, all right? Conserving and protecting what you have, meaning, I believe, your heart and your financial security. Follow your insight, dig deep to find your true feelings, okay? Find your own illumination on this situation. Let's see what stones that will be able to help you to get to the truth of this person's situation and whether or not they do have an ulterior motive. So let's see. I'm going to draw, let's see, 2 of these, I think. All right, so the first one is turquoise, and it says, spiritual path. Your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes. Okay. Your other stone is topaz. Forgiveness heals. Time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health and happiness. And I will say, from this person who's coming back from your past, forgiveness is always best. It's always the best way to go, the best thing to do for your soul, for your karma. But forgiveness and even loving someone doesn't mean you should let them back into your life. So you really need to dig deep, figure out, do you want to just forgive this person and love them from a distance and keep them at a distance because they are toxic to you? Or do you want to trust this person again? Do your insights tell you that you can trust this person again? Also, spiritual path. Turquoise is also good for that throat chakra, speaking your truth. So maybe you need to just have a really good, long, deep, truthful, insightful conversation with this person before you decide what to do. But grab some turquoise, grab a piece of topaz, work on that throat chakra. It's also about forgiveness. The heart chakra, the throat chakra can both be about forgiveness. Turquoise and topaz. Figure out what you need to do, what you feel is the truth of this situation that involves this King of Swords coming back into your life. All right, group 3, I wish you all the best. Have a wonderful rest of your month. I'll see you next time.